Happy Thursday and welcome to On the Move with Nan and Cam. And we're joined by Emily Schreer, our newest member, one of our newest members. We had a bunch hired at the same time to the Sports Backers staff, and Emily works for our Bike Walk team. Emily, what is your official job title?
I am the Policy and Planning Manager for Bike Walk RVA.
Excellent. Well, we're very excited to have you here. Tell us a little bit about your background and how you came to be a sports bagger.
So I come from a public health background, and kind of how I came to be at Sports Backers is similar to how I came to be in Richmond. So from my public health undergrad, my first job in 2020, COVID graduate.
Yeah, right here.
Yes. Brought me to Richmond, and I worked at all the different levels of government, local, federal, state. And through that all, I really fell in love with the city of Richmond. I decided I wanted to stay here, but I was really looking for a job that let me connect more with the community, be involved more with the city of Richmond, the people who live in the city, and the things going on in the city than I got working for the government. And when I decided to do kind of a career shift from public health to urban planning, during my 2 years of school, I was looking at organizations like Bike Walk RVA. They were my kind of goal career after I graduated. Awesome. So that's kind of how Sports Backers got on my radar.
Nice.
Yeah, that is really cool. I'm kind of like the opposite. Like I was like, I want to do this, and then Sports Backers came along, and I was like, wait. That's what I want to do. So it's like both, I don't know, we both are kind of like in the same boat of being like, oh, we got to do exactly what we wanted to do. So how did you're saying that like public health, but then you're like, oh, I'm not really feeling this. Like kind of want to do like infrastructure and being more involved with the community. How did you choose like pedestrian safety and like biking? And like how'd you become passionate about it, enough about it to want to do it full time?
Yeah. So my first jobs in Richmond were during the pandemic, and a lot of that work had me in the public housing communities in Richmond. And also when I moved to Richmond, I came from DC, and I did not have a car in DC, which is a very normal thing.
Yep.
But I moved to Richmond, and I kind of thought that I could just continue that life. And I did for 2 full years. I did not have a car.
That is impressive.
I just had my bike and the bus. And so I was kind of learning about the city of Richmond through biking through it, kind of getting to know the neighborhoods, getting to where I needed to go. And I found that, when you're biking through a city, you're moving a lot slower. You're really getting to appreciate the changes in between different neighborhoods. And I found that, especially as I was biking from where I lived, kind of in downtown, to some of the public housing communities, I saw very stark changes between the infrastructure I was seeing. So some areas did not have crosswalks. Some did not have any shelter or seating at their bus stops. Some of them were way hotter than others, and sometimes it was just harder to bike in those areas, especially on South Side or parts of North Side. And it made me curious about the history. And then also I was dealing with the literal public health effects of it.
Yeah.
People not trusting the public health system during the pandemic. So I kind of did some of my own public health research into that and found that some of the public housing communities have life expectancies 20 years less than some of the West End neighborhoods, which is kind of insane.
20 years is a lot of years.
Yeah.
It is crazy, especially when you think about how small Richmond is compared to like larger cities where there might be miles and miles between neighborhoods. And in Richmond, it's literally like 2 miles away and people are living 20 years less.
Right.
And that's crazy. So kind of getting the answers to why things are like that led me to urban planning. And it really made me into a bike pedestrian advocate, because I'm like, why is it so easy and comfortable to bike and walk in some neighborhoods in the city, but not others?
Right. Yeah.
And did you really like start, like, were you just like a biker before, like when you were in DC? Were you like, I like to bike, whatever, like it's whatever? Or were you like,
do it out of necessity?
Right.
That's the thing. Actually, no, I did not bike at all in DC.
Because you had the metro.
I had the metro.
Yeah, right.
Maybe I biked like for exercise.
Yeah.
A little bit. And I biked a little bit growing up, but I would say like I would not consider myself a biker in DC, except out of like for fun.
Right.
But coming to Richmond, I just kind of like blindly was like, oh, maybe I'll just start biking and it'll be easy. And
because
then
it's small. Yeah, small.
exactly.
It's like there's neighborhoods, and you're like, sure.
And then it's weird kind of reflecting on it and being like, wait, this has become my whole personality and career.
Right,
now.
right. Yeah. Because I was going to say, like, when I was saying that, a lot of the times people think, like, okay, you have an idea for something, or you're like, I really feel passionate about this, but that doesn't mean that you necessarily either A, know enough, or like care enough to advocate for other people enough to do it for a full-time job. So that's why I was wondering, like, oh, do you feel that's it? And you also got to be like confident in it. Like, no, these people are living 20 years less. What are you going to do about it? So yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's kind of cool to be able to be like, you advocate for not just yourself and what you want to see on a bike, but like other people and other people's lives that have nothing to do with you, really, which I think is cool.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. I think also just like like being in Lakeside, and then also like being close to Northside, like you mentioned, that is one of the neighborhoods. It is so wild just in like what you can see when you're riding your car, your bike, whatever around, and pockets where you're like, that people are definitely doing more walking and biking, but they don't have safe access to it to get where they want. And then you go literally 2 blocks away and you're like, oh, look, they've got bike lanes, sidewalks, like they've got it all.
Yes.
It's the nicest street you've ever seen. And you're like, oh, interesting. What will your everyday, which is a loaded question when you work at Sports Packers, because there's not, it's one of my favorite things, but it can also be a wild one. But what will your sort of normal look like in your role here every day?
Yeah, I've kind of been figuring this out because I've been told that this has been a very interesting couple of months since I've started. I think my everyday is going to look like giving some planning and policy expertise to existing projects. So that's going to look like research, mapping, and stuff like that. But then also supporting all of the new things that are going to happen. And the reason why there's not really an everyday normal is, like right outside the window here, we're seeing the Fall Line Trail coming through Bryant Park at like very fast speed. Much faster than I expected. Like you can
I know,
walk all the way through the Fall Line Trail in Bryant Park.
It's awesome.
So we're kind of, everything's evolving on our team, and we're kind of having every week in our weekly meetings, we're kind of redefining what our different roles are and how we're seeing planning and policy and community engagement fitting into how we're making the Fall Line Trail a world-class trail, how we see Bike Walk RVA being involved in Richmond's planning work and different things like that. So we're still figuring it out, I think, but it's exciting.
When did you, because you were here for marathon, weren't you? When was was 10K your first event?
10K was our
10K was your first event.
Yes.
So you really, when did you officially join staff?
Groundhog's Day, February 2nd.
Puxatani.
Yeah.
I was going to say that is also wild because you really had to jump right into bike month.
Yeah.
What was your first bike month like?
First bike month was really fun. By that time, I think it's been like a wild 5 months, and by that time it was just like a very fun time to kind of connect with all the advocates that I'd been meeting for the past few months through our academy and different events and things like that. And it was fun to be able to be part of all the different events, bike with the mayor, talk with the mayor about our shared public health background. So that was very rewarding.
Yeah. I was going to ask too, like how, obviously, because you said it's been a little based off Brantley and Natalie, like they were even like, this isn't a normal like first few months for you or like for us or for anybody.
Yeah.
So how has anything kind of like shocked you, or are you kind of like, I like this, like that. I like that. It's kind of like all over the place.
Yeah, I think it's fun that it's exciting and that we're not glued to our desks.
Mm-hmm. I love that.
My first week, actually, nobody was here because of the ice.
Right.
I remember that.
Right.
But then we went to Greenville to do a study trip, which was really fun and kind of like a great way. You're going to meet your team and then immediately have to spend like 72 hours with them, and then you see them at like 8 o'clock in the morning and like 10 o'clock at night. They're like, oh, I definitely know you as people.
Right.
Full spectrum.
Yeah. Which is kind of cool, like you said, because then if you're like stuck in the office for your first week and it's like, hey, how are you? Then it's like you don't really get to, I don't know. Except for, I don't know, in my pod, when I, like my first week, other than the fact that we were out delivering cupcakes and whatever, it was also the day after the Super Bowl. So the first like hour and a half, I was like, so is this what we do? Like we just literally sat there and talked, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. I like Rihanna. But yeah, that is cool. How did you feel about your first event? Like, and especially it being the 10K, like what did that have you, well, no, you're not from here, so you hadn't seen it before, right?
I live
She lives here.
right. Yeah, I've lived here
Okay.
since 2020, so I've seen it.
Okay.
As in, like, I live like right near Monument.
Okay.
So when I choose to wake up early enough, I can see it. But this is the first time I have like really been part of
Right.
it. So that was very exciting, very fun. I really enjoyed that event, and I feel like, and this is just a personal thing, but at the time I was also in my finals week of
Yeah.
my degree.
Yeah.
So
What a
it was
time.
like I went from that event waking up at like 5 a.m. because thankfully I didn't have to be there. I was very lucky. I didn't have to be there until like 6.
Yeah.
But
That's us. We're late.
Yeah.
We're late crew.
yeah.
Yep.
So I woke up at 5 a.m., did the whole event, and then immediately went back home to like study because the next day I had to give my dissertation for my thesis.
Hey, I call out
So then
sick.
I thought to myself, like, if I could do this, if I could do an event
Yeah.
knowing that I have like finals the
Right.
next day, then the next event's going to be a piece of cake.
Piece of cake. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I'm never going to be stressed again.
I love that you said that. Like the bar was set up here, so
Yes.
everything's like, I went home and studied after the 10K. What did you do?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I pass out.
Read a page of anything
Yeah.
after the 10K. So what have besides? Well, never mind. We covered that. I'm skipping around. Whoops. What are some of your favorite things to do away from the office? Because I feel like from what I've heard lately, you could be a girl of hobbies.
Mhm.
And I'm most intrigued. We can start. I want to hear everything that you do away from the office. But what I'm most intrigued by your gardening skills.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I am trying to, since I graduated and I'm done with school and don't have homework to do after work, which was a rough time.
Yeah.
I'm trying to reconnect with my hobbies.
Yeah.
that I
You can
neglected
have
a
them
little
again.
bit.
Yeah.
So I follow this thing that I probably saw on TikTok before I banned myself from TikTok.
Wow.
Thank you.
What's it like to be healthy?
Thank you. I'm on Reels, so it's not.
Yeah.
Mhm,
But I
mhm.
do stay on
Exactly. But you should have 5 hobbies, one that connects you to your friends, one that
Okay.
connects you to your community, one that makes you create something, one that moves your body, and one that helps you learn something.
Oh.
I don't subscribe to the idea that one should make money. Your hobby
Okay,
should
yeah,
not make you
I
money.
agree. Thank
no
you.
side hustles. So I have my
Yeah,
my
I don't want
garden.
my hobby to become my
Exactly.
job. Keep that separate.
Tuck those 5 into my pocket actually and come circle back.
And then I'll interview you.
You.
That's where you are.
Yeah.
Hobbies pod.
But my garden is my community connector because it's a
Okay.
community garden. So we have twice a month volunteer days. So I get to be part of the Maymont community there where a lot of my
Nice.
friends live. Really excited because we're growing chickpeas.
Ooh,
And they
that's
have,
cool.
Like, little like edamame pots.
Oh,
And they're-
cute. Me
you know?
neither. I mean, I've seen like fields where I've like thought they've been,
Yes.
but no, never individually.
When you get down to it, it's like a little sad that I think by the end of the summer we'll have like a can.
They're gonna be so
And
delicious, though. They're gonna be the best
It's gonna
chickpeas
be
you've ever
like a
eaten.
curry or something.
Yes.
Those are my chickpeas.
Yeah, these are my babies.
And then we have a cantaloupe. We have
Okay.
3 cantaloupes going.
Okay.
And I'm really banking a lot on
Yeah.
these cantaloupes. And then the last exciting thing is indigo. So it's Japanese indigo.
Whoa.
I've harvested it, and I now have 3 scary looking blue jars in my house that I'm hoping can become indigo dye.
I was just gonna ask, what do people do with indigo? Just dye
They're doing
mainly?
too much.
Yes.
Is the answer. It's really scary. The Facebook groups are like, they're making me sad that I started. Like, people are very serious about
Oh.
this. It's awful.
I had no idea that you could even do more than like one thing. Can you eat indigo?
I don't know if people are gonna. I don't know if people are doing that, but they're doing everything.
I found the one
else.
thing.
Yeah.
No one's doing that. Their mouths are blue.
One question. Can you eat it though?
It is leaves.
Okay.
The leaves turn blue. So that's my community one. I am learning how to roller skate.
Cameron's a big skater.
I know somebody that could teach you. His name's Jordan. He's really
Her
good.
fiance.
Oh my god.
He likes to hit the roller
He
rink.
goes every week by himself, and I just let him go
I
free.
love the people in the ring that are just like
Flying. That's him. And he's too big to be flying. He really is. He scares me because he's 6'2". So then you put him on roller skates, and then he's like 6'7", and I'm like, oh my!
You go down, it's gonna hurt.
Roads that are like going by him, it's scary. It's scary. But Tiffany roller skates.
Yeah.
Megan Schultz roller skates.
really.
Megan Schultz is a blader. I don't know. Do you feel passionate about four wheels like a skate?
It's just that those are the ones I got for free from Facebook.
Okay,
Marketplace.
yeah. Somehow I feel sturdier on those. I'm rolling an ankle and a blade.
I was talking to my friend, and she was like, she only ever learned how to blade, and she's afraid of the four. And I was like, well, I'm afraid of the blade. So
Yeah, I think I'm better in a blade if I remember from childhood, but I think now in adulthood, I don't need anything that moves on my feet.
No,
Not a Healy, nothing.
Dang. Okay.
All right, so we got
cute though. They have cheetah print on them. I was jealous. I said, "Oh, you really outdid me."
Yeah. So that's your which one does that count for then?
That
Okay,
keeps my
that's
body
a good one.
moving. Yeah. And then for self-improvement and learning new things, I try to stay learning a language. So I do
Impressive.
have a language tutor that I see.
Oh my gosh, in person?
Zoom. We Zoom.
And you know what? I'll take it. Wait, what language is it?
It's Swahili.
Oh, never mind. Where'd you find this person?
Instagram. But
Wow.
I studied abroad there in college. So
Okay.
I have friends there that
You
now
have a
I can
connection.
connect and talk to
Very
better
interesting.
now. So yeah, so I found her. She's like local and she lives there. When I went there last, we met in person,
Wow.
and it was like very intense.
That's wonderful.
I was like, we can go out for lunch, and she came to lunch and she brought like flashcards.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just saw an app. I was going down a rabbit hole the other day, and this girl was like, if you want to learn a lot of vocab, there's like an app that'll give you a picture of like what the word actually sounds like compared to what it is in English, even though it doesn't make sense. And I was like, wait, this actually worked. I don't even know how to describe it, but it was like,
Yeah, my brain just exploded with what you like. I don't even understand what you meant.
I'll show it to you because I can't really think of a word right now. But yeah. All right, what else?
Yeah, we got two more.
For my friends, the thing that connects me to my friends, I do trivia with them
Okay, that's fun.
or outdoor yoga classes when it's not a million degrees.
Right. Where's the preferred trivia location?
Busky
Okay.
cider in Scott's Edition because the trivia is ridiculous.
Okay.
Is it
It's like stupid.
is it hard or is it just
No.
dumb? Okay.
It's the kind of trivia that if you know just random facts
Yeah.
about things, like
You don't
I
actually
think
got to be like super
No.
smart. It's just like
it depends what you can
I
say.
swear.
Because like they do one round that like someone suggests from the audience. So I think there's going to be like a SpongeBob.
Oh,
round.
I'm there.
You're gonna go crush.
Yeah. No, I'm there. Yeah.
So that's
Okay.
a good one. And then is that all of them? Was there
I
another
feel like we're
one?
missing. I think there's one more. We've got garden, community, moving the body, mind, friends. Is that-
Yes. Maybe was there one more? I'm so impressed with myself that I said all of them to begin with.
Yeah.
And then I forgot one.
Hey, that's okay. Trying to think if we
We gotta go back.
go back and rewind and see. Which one is your favorite hobby?
Oh, I remember now.
Okay.
Create something.
Okay, yeah.
And that would be my favorite, and that's why I forgot it.
Ooh.
Right.
I think it's important to create things. And that's what I'm trying to get back into since graduating because it's a little time intensive.
Yeah.
But in the past, I was a big visual art center person, taking art classes, and I like to make woodcut prints or linocut prints.
Yeah.
So that's something that I trying to get back into, my like artistic side.
That's fun. I get a lot of joy, and I'm not doing anything that already, but I get a lot of joy from stuff like that as I get older. I think as you just get so far removed from doing that type of stuff, and it just brings out a childlike side.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's my issue is that I always like I'm just the creative hobbies, and so like I'm only doing things that I can create where I need to diversify and do like multiple things. I'm gonna try this out. I'm gonna try out our 5 categories and see where that leads me.
I love that.
Learn something.
Well, this will be the hardest part of the interview. Some people say, choose this or that.
Okay.
So you get 3. They could be anything from like Coke or Pepsi to, I don't know, we might have deep thoughts. You never know. Do you have one that you've thought of already?
Really?
Okay.
Because I feel like the one that I thought of has an obvious answer.
I've got one.
Okay.
I don't know if it'll apply. It kind of has to do with your garden. Have you ever, these are 2 different things you could do with some of your garden harvest, and I don't know which one you prefer. Canning something or pickling something?
Pickling is
Okay.
like a goal of mine because canning scares me.
Yeah.
I like aspire to can, but pickling is so much easier.
Yeah.
Like,
maybe tastier.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you have it then. But to be able to be confident enough to can something and then eat it in the future with like full confidence is a level that I'm not at.
Some Oregon Trail stuff. You might have yourself. Yeah. Ashley Snyder has pickled things, so she could be a resource. And I feel like Catherine's maybe pickled things. Maybe I'm wrong.
Trader Joe's just started selling in their new section pickled onions, and they had a jar, and I was like, I know, I like them at Cava, and I was like, should I get some of these? I didn't get them, but I might. Yeah, you never know. Okay, this or that. I kind of was going with, do you like to learn how to do things that are like that can translate into something else and like a skill, I guess, like learning a skill or learning like a new, like, I can create this. You know what I mean? Like learning something that's like, I can use this in the future.
Or feeding
like language or feeding your creativity. And like, I know how to paint a perfect circle now, and this is going to be great.
I feel like the skill one, but maybe that's not the best mentality to have. So that's why I try to challenge that, I think, is my answer to that, this or that. Like, I think it's
this
okay.
is like so interesting.
It's okay to just do things to do it. But sometimes I want like that, like more career oriented or competitive side.
You want to be like really good at it rather than just being like,
I think it's okay to just be like, I'm just doing this to do it. I'm not doing this for anything.
That's
for
my
any
problem.
long-term goal.
That you enjoy to do things just to do it?
No, I don't. I can't just enjoy it.
Interesting, because I thought you and I were going to be the same. I do a lot of things just to enjoy without like, if I sometimes I feel like if you add a practical side to it, I'm out.
Yeah. Because you're like, now
I'm like, this was my playtime. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Yeah.
You know, but that's again, how you said like that's a personal thing. I have a personal thing with like, all right, I'm learning how to do this. Now I have to be so good at it. Because if I'm not good at it, then I'm wasting my time. But it's like,
that's not what's true. The point? What's the point of doing it?
Right.
But I think that mentality makes it so hard to learn something
you don't really
new.
Get to enjoy like the learning, because then you're like, I gotta be number 1. Who am I competing with? Me? What the freak? Yeah, I agree. That's why, but it's also different because like you are talking about with the like learning, and I'm saying that with like the creativity part. Like, it's the creativity that I'm like, this has to look perfect and it has to be the best. Yeah, I don't know. Everybody's always like, I feel like you want to do what you don't already do because you want to get better at it.
Yeah.
See, sometimes I think I gravitate toward things I already know I'm good at.
Right.
Because then I'm like, I don't have to not be good at it.
Exactly. I already know I'm good. So why would I not do that?
Yeah.
Why would I try?
I like the result.
Exactly. Why would I try and fail when I could try and already know I'm good at it?
Exactly. All right, I'm bringing it back to bikes and bike months. I know that you were at the 24-hour event.
Yeah.
You were at the 24-hour event, and were you at the Pizza Crawl?
I wasn't.
Okay, were you at the Taco Crawl?
No, I wouldn't.
Were you at?
Chose the 24-hour event.
Okay, you chose. Maybe we won't do that one then. Why? Yeah. Okay, I'm thinking.
I think the answer is those instead of the 24
hour. Yeah, you want to do that next year. Okay, so do you prefer like a commute ride somewhere where you're like just happening to maybe see some sights, or a ride that's totally for pleasure?
Okay. commute. And that's my hot take.
Yeah.
Is that, and why I think I might be different from Brantley and Natalie and other bikers in my life.
Yeah.
Is that I feel like you should be biking to something
Okay.
most of the time.
Like, this is my transportation.
Yeah. I don't always get, like, sometimes I think it's fun to go on like a nice bike ride, like on a trail or something, of course.
Right.
Of
Yeah.
course on a trail.
Yes. Yeah.
A trail.
Yeah. Yes.
But I think for me, I need a destination.
Okay.
I'm not the type to be like, let's just see how long we can bike.
Right.
And how fast.
Right.
And how crazy.
You know, you're enjoying the commute.
Yes.
It's just
Yeah.
that is
Oh my God, I'm enjoying the
that's
commute.
your that's how you're
Yes.
getting from A to B. So that's
Yes.
when you're enjoying your ride. You don't need to do an extra one.
Exactly.
I was thinking that earlier when you were talking about like working at events and whatever, because I obviously there's always people that comment about people wanting just safety for bikers, and it's freaking weird. But people are like, go bike in the park, and it's like I can't bike in the
Anywhere I
park
need
in
to
a
get.
circle. Like, how am I supposed to get to
Right.
work if I'm biking in the park? Like, that's not how that
Yes.
works. And especially if it's like the people, like you were saying, who don't really have cars and they have to have like a bike, or like they walk to wherever they're trying to get to. We're just trying to create it equal. Hello, let them get to work.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like the people who say, why don't you go run that marathon in the park? And I'm like, wow, yeah. 50 something loops around Bryan Park sounds great. Yeah. That'll be perfect.
To consideration for next year.
Well, Emily, thanks for joining us. We're so glad to have you be part of the staff. I hope that you've enjoyed your time so far.
Yeah, definitely.
And can't wait for you to teach us more about your hobbies and more about how we can better ourselves, because this pod is always looking to pick up some more hobbies.
Yeah. We were talking about it yesterday. I was like, we probably have like 75 hobbies between the 5 of us, because we just are like,
Yeah.
we do a lot.
You, especially you and Catherine, you got more than me, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Dion's kind of catching up. He's got some too.
I agree. When Catherine sent me her 4 pictures yesterday, I was like,
You did it?
Yeah. I was like, you
My
could send me
gosh.
75 pics, girl. I was like, you got every craft and hobby in the game.
Work on that. Man.
You reading?
Yeah. Well, thank you all so much for listening. And if you see Emily out and about at a bike walk event, if you see Emily out and about at a sports backers event, make sure to say hi. And we can't wait to see you next week. Thanks. Bye.